You know, as a man, there's certain rules that you should almost abide by. Once you enter manhood, right, plus 16, 17, 18, that you start becoming into yourself, especially as you roll into your 30s, that next decade, it's going to be important that you live by certain rules, by certain principles. For example, dating should not be a priority. Shoot, dating should not even be a right. Too many of you, as you grow up, you believe you deserve to have a girlfriend, that you're owed a girlfriend. Life owes you. It's a right that you must earn as you build yourself up as a man, which is why I tell you, dating should not be your number one priority. And what you're gonna realize is that if you listen to me, and the more you work on yourself, on your health, on your body, on your physical attractiveness, on your status, on your studies, academia, if you're following that pursuit, on your business, the more you build yourself up, the more confidence you'll have as a man, and the easier it will be to connect with a woman. And this is exactly why so many of you struggle with it. You have nothing to offer, you have no leverage, and you just come across as desperate. This takes me to number 2. A man is a protector of your family, a protector of those loved ones around you. Take on that responsibility. You will be amazed at the man that you become, the more responsibility and stress you put onto yourself, which I'll talk more about that later down on the road. The more you want out of life, the more you think you can take care of, the more of a man you will become to fill in those shoes. Like, your possibilities are truly endless. You have no idea. And it starts today. Start with simple decisions. Start making wiser decisions today that you know will protect your family in the future. I'll give you a great example. I have a family, right? I have a wife, I have a kid, and I'm always thinking, what happens when I leave? What happens if I'm no longer here to provide, to protect? That's why life insurance is so crucial. I've talked about this before. If you're that type of guy and you want to make sure your family's protected, even if you might not be here, life insurance is the way to go. And Fabric by Gerber Life, our sponsor for today, is one of the best ones to stop at because it's created by parents for parents. And with Fabric, you can get that high quality term life insurance policy within about 10 minutes. And what's crazy is that it's not as expensive as you think. Fabric's prices beat out a lot of their competitors. For example, you can get quality term life insurance, which is about $1 million policy, for less than about $1 a day. And I know I probably said life insurance, most of you shut off because it has a rap of being complicated, which most of the times it is. But Fabric makes it simple because it's all digital, it's all online, it's an easy process, and if you need further support, you can hop on a call and one of Fabric's agents can help you along the way. But it's such a streamlined process. It takes less than 10 minutes to apply right now. It's an easy process. You can see your quote, and then you can adjust it depending on your family's fit. And the best part is that you can be offered coverage instantly without any health exam. And if that weren't enough, it's super safe. Fabric has a 30-day money-back guarantee. They have over 1,600 five-star reviews. And on top of that, you can cancel at any time. Protect your family today with Fabric by Gerber Life. You can apply within 10 minutes at meetfabric.com/TMF. That's meetfabric.com/TMF. It'll also be linked down below. This takes me to number 3. Be generous. Look, I am a capitalist at heart because I've seen its effect in my own life. I've seen going from nothing to something all because of capitalism. So I'll always rep it. But one thing that I've noticed that is not talked about enough within this mindset is the idea of being generous, especially with your excess. Well, it's not a requirement for success. You can be success being stingy. I have noticed in my life that it is difficult to have both. In other words, have a mindset of growth and excess while also being stingy and constrictive with the cash that you do produce. Which obviously brings up that proverb that I've seen in my own life. Those who freely give grow all the richer. This takes you to number 4. You need to be a role model for your family, for your friends, even for your kids that you do not even have right now. You should think about making your lineage better. Your lineage could be absolute trash. You should still be that turning point for your lineage. Lead by example. It's crazy. I did a community post. You can go watch it. It's on this YouTube channel. So go to the community tab. And I said something along the lines of that. I kind of retwisted McGregor's line that says something along the lines of, your lack of commitment is an insult to your lineage. And a lot of those comments, 50% of them were kind of depressing, where people were like, screw my lineage, screw them, or my lineage is garbage. Like, the lack of accountability, who cares? What do you think about my lineage? My lineage didn't have anything. I still got to build that. You should think as a man, not only be great for yourself, but be great for your future lineage so they can build on top of what you built. How do you think Generational wealth is built. These guys are playing by different rules, and you're allowing them to play by those rules, and you're allowing your kids and your future's kids to go into that same world. Why not change your own lineage? Why not take on that responsibility again? You'll be surprised. The more pressure you put onto yourself, the bigger and better you'll become. This takes me to my next one. Males are born. Men are forged. You have to go through the fire. Stress is one of the best things that you can put yourself through to see what's your breaking point. How far can you take it? And you will be surprised as a man. The more you put onto yourself, the more your back is against the wall. It absolutely sucks. I'm talking here from personal experience. It's horrible. The pressure is intense, but you'll be surprised at how creative you become, at how much more you work, at how much more you make the hours of the day last. All those excuses of I don't have enough time, they go out the window because you realize you have no other choice and you have to make it work. And that is when you realize just how powerful you can become, how strong you can become, how far you can actually take it. And that level of confidence, that's hard to beat. That's hard to beat because when you realize what type of man you actually are, there's very few things that will scare you or will stop you. Number 6, be responsible for every choice. That is what you can control. Every choice you make, be responsible for the outcome. I've talked about this multiple times. Too many times, men focus on the things they cannot control, on the things that are outside of what you can actually manage. At the end of the day, you should just be responsible for your actions. If something's not working out, look at your actions first. Are they dictating your ultimate outcome? And if that's the case, you fix it. And this takes me to number 7. A man is dedicated to continuous learning. There should be something that you do not stop. Even after your college years, even after your high school years, you should be dedicated to continuously learn in whatever field you want to pursue, because that is what will help you excel, especially in those times of struggle and those times when you can't figure out a solution. That's when you're going to want to learn the most, because you'll be surprised at how many new life experiences, at how many new ideas you haven't thought about, different areas or angles to use to problem solve the issues that you're currently dealing with. And the only way to access that information is to learn more.